In this problem, I'm told that a class of 35 stat students is given a quiz. I want to know what the average score of the class is, and it's grouped in a weird way. Instead of giving you a list of 35 numbers, I'm giving you a small table, and this is actually called a histogram. I'm counting the number of students with a particular score. So 9 students scored a 0. Tough for them. 4 students scored a 1. 4 students scored a 2, and so on. We're going to use this list to calculate what the average is of the class. It's a nice way to present data when you have a histogram because it doesn't involve writing 35 numbers down. And as the list gets bigger and bigger, like if I had a class of 200 students, then this would be ideal because I would still only have a table about 6 or 7 rows long, just with bigger numbers in it. So let's figure out how to find the sum. And if I know what the sum is, I can figure out what the average is because I know there's 35 students. So let's do the sum. Well, sum is just going to be calculated this way. It's going to be equal to how many scores of 0 were there? Well, you can either say 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 9 times, or you could just save some space and say that's 9 times 0. And there's 4 students who got a 1. And there's 4 students who got a 2. And there's 9 students who got a 3. And there are 7 students who got a 4. And 2 students who got a 5. And, tough break, nobody got a perfect score of a 6. So we just plug this into a calculator. 9 times 0, I can do that. That's pretty easy. 4 plus 8 plus 27 plus 28 plus 10. Okay, so the sum of the scores in the classes is 77, which means the average is simply going to be 77 divided by, well, how many students are there? I think that was 35. Okay, so we divide it by 35, and I get exactly 2.2. There's no rounding even required in this one. So that's the average score of the class, a 2.2 out of 6.